Hi everyone, this is Anil. Welcome to ServiceNow Vancouver Features Part 1 video. In this video, we will review a feature called Access Analyzer. Now, in order to install this feature, you have to install a plugin called Access Analyzer, and this you can do on your personal device as well. The app ID is SN Access Analyzer. Once you install it, you'll have access to this page called Access-Analyzer /home. It opens up like this. Here it gives you options on how to analyze a specific uh, user or group or role. And then you're analyzing against a rule type, which is a table, a client callable script include, a UI page, or a REST endpoint. And then you can also select a specific record. You can also select a specific field and then check the access. Now there are a lot of helpful information on the right side of the page. Like there's a video which talks about how to use this utility, and then there's a documentation link as well. And then there's also some content in terms of how the ACLs are analyzed and so on, right? Or how to create ACLs, all of that. Okay, let's get started. Let's analyze permissions for this user. So I have selected a user called ban maki, and then I analyze permissions. I have seen that it takes like a couple of minutes for this page to do the work. So let's pause it. Yeah, so once the page loads, you can see that it has provided the results. Now, there's a lot of information. Let's try to unpack it. The first one is operation. So we have given the input as a specific table called control for a given user, and it is telling us what are all the allowed operations, as in save as template, report on, personalized choices, and so on. And out of those operations, which ones are uh, which of these operations the user has access. The user in question, who is ban Maki, we're checking which of these he has access, right? So as you can see here, the past will tell you that this access has passed, and for the remaining ones it is blocked. And it is passed for read, write, report, view, and create. So which means for all these operations, this user has access. And for the remaining ones, it is blocked. Now it tells you at what levels this access verification has happened. Now to understand this a little more, you can read this FAQ here. So basically it talks about ACL, I access handler, and data filtration. So at these three levels, access control can be done. Now, I access handler is something which is internal to ServiceNow, which means this cannot be configured or customized. And ACL is something where you can write additional rules and so on and change or make updates and configure it. And similarly, when it comes to data filters, so is a form of access control designed to work along with existing access control rules on your instance. So these are three levels of access controls, as you can see, or the access is controlled at these three levels. Now, whenever we are uh, trying to analyze access, it will try and verify at all these three levels. Now, there is also a legend in terms of what each of these options mean and so on, which is also mentioned here. So that is about this example. Let's try one more use case. Let's go back to overview. And this time we'll try, instead of table, we'll maybe try a UI page. And then we'll try the same thing, same user. Try UI page. So let me find a UI page that we can use it here. So let's go to UI pages. And maybe something in GRC space. So let's try this one maybe. Add extension. So this is the full name of the page. Let's use that without the dot obviously. So, and let's try to analyze it. So if you see here, the info message says we have to give the full scope UI page name. So I've given that there's the scope name and there's the page name. Now let's analyze permissions. So as you can see here, this user has read operation on this page and the ACL has passed. So that's how it analyzes the page level permissions. So there are a lot of other capabilities also. Let's look at them. So let's try the same user again. This time we will select a table which is not a policy compliance. Maybe we'll try like a CMDB table, business application. And then let's analyze permissions. Now, as you can see here, create report view, all these are blocked, only read operation is enabled. Now, in order to understand why this is blocked, we can click on this and then dig deeper to see what is the access required in order to delete that record. Right? So, as you can see here, it shows the debug logs for this ACL, and it is telling that this is the ACL which is blocking it, and then it is telling you what is the required ACL rule and all that, right? So now if you go to the ACL, we can see the actual ACL definition, and if any changes are required, then that's where you will make the change. So as you can see here, this is the ACL definition, and here the delete operation is enabled only for this SN APM analyst role. So that's about this utility. So we'll do a quick recap. So this we're talking about a utility called Access Analyzer. It's a plugin which you can install on your PDI. This is the app ID. And then once you install it, it will give you option to analyze uh, a specific user group or a role. And then we have all these options depending on what you select here. Right? Thank you for watching. This is Anil.